Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard the tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back, legally, on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Dave Chappelle was attacked on stage last night while doing a show at the Hollywood Bowl.
Have you seen the video clip?
I have not seen that. This is news to me completely.
Yeah, he was just up there doing his thing, and then someone comes out of nowhere and just like straight up like tries to give him like the spear in wrestling. Like he just goes and tries to tackle the dude.
And here are some of the comments. I mean, and you can see the video on the BJ Miggs page of KISW.com. It is frightening. And here are some of the comments he made when he returned to the stage, crediting Jamie Foxx for helping to apprehend the man.
Shout out to Jamie Foxx, by the way. Jamie, whenever you're in trouble, Jamie Foxx will show up in a sheriff's hat. I thought that was part of the show. I don't know what the... Listen, I just want to say, man, I've had an incredible time. This man is an absolute genius. We got to make sure we protect him at all times, man. This is what it's about. For every comedian that comes out here, man, this means everything, man. You're a genius. You're a legend. I enjoyed myself thoroughly, and we're not going to let nothing happen to you. Everybody compose yourselves. I wanted this to be a peaceful moment, and I'm sure now it is.
The crazy part, I know, because there's a lot of crazy parts. This is not the craziest part, but I think the most entertaining part was that, like you mentioned, Jamie Foxx's hat. Apparently, Jamie Foxx just had a cowboy hat on and just comes out and tackles the dude or helps him out.
That is, that's, wow. I don't, oh, man.
And then do the crazier part, and there's a lot of crazy parts, obviously. Apparently, Chris Rock performed that same night, and he came back out later on and joked, was that Will Smith?
Wow, that's a full circle moment right there.
I know, yeah, dude. If you're Chris Rock and you've already been there and you're somewhere milling about backstage, you got to be like, can I just go out there for a half a second? This is the opportunity of a lifetime for me to crack a joke. Because thankfully Dave's fine, but the dude had a knife on him, and I think
he had a gun too. Yeah.
And I guess they like beat the crap out of him afterwards.
Yeah, they took him away in an ambulance. That guy was roughed up badly.
Which I would imagine there's some security guys like, this is my golden opportunity to just beat the, what's out of this dude.
Well, yeah, if you're security, you look bad. You look really bad that somehow somebody can do that. And we're seeing more of this. And look, we've performed in places and we've just been like, people have been nice, but they've just been able to jump up on stage where we are. And we're like, why is this happening? Why don't, there's supposedly security in these joints. They shouldn't be like, no, don't do this.
Those are my favorite at times, dude. There's been times where we're out like at a bar and we're up there and someone just walks up and just like hands us like a piece of paper to sign or something random. And we all just give a look at the multiple security people that are there. Like, did you not think this was a moment for you to maybe step in the middle of all of this? Like, thankfully, like you said, everyone's been super cool, but it only takes one. And, like, that could have been really bad, especially with that person had a knife and, like you said, a gun as well.
There is a lack of respect for security and authority is what I'm seeing in people. Granted, these are isolated events, but the idea that I know not to do stuff. And this is, I think we've maybe people aren't going to enough strip clubs. Because that at a strip club, if you go anywhere near where you're not supposed to go, big people will pounce on you. And therefore, I have just taken that into every situation where there's somebody on a stage. You know what I mean? It's like this. It's strip club rules. I have strip club rules on every place I go that has a stage.
That's why wherever we go, you're always sitting on your hands. It's very strange.
I don't want to touch anybody.
Eat your food. And you're like, I can't. I'm sitting on my hands.
I'll make it rain, at a Broadway play. I don't care.
Well, I think it was a Bert Kreischer show back at the old Parlor. I think somebody walked up and just like chugged his beer. And he's like, he thought it was hilarious, but he's also like looking around like, hey, security, like this guy's not part of my act.
Yeah.
Like, why is he up here? And, eventually they walked over there and got the guy out of there. But again, it could have been a lot worse.
It's scary to me because, like, I've been going to punk shows since I was, like, 12 years old, and I know it's a little different in terms of comedy and music, but, you know, one of the biggest things is stage diving. You jump on and you jump off real quick. Like, I wonder if that's going to change. I know it's kind of changed with, like, barriers and stuff anyway.
With some bands, I mean, think about, like, what happened with Dimebag.
True, and it's like, it's one of those things of, like, wow, like, they're very exposed at that point of just having people jump on stage with them.
Remember when we had the band, Hell Yeah, that was Vinnie Paul's new band.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Vinny, unfortunately, no longer with us as well, but the level of security that he made sure was there for that show, and understandably so, he lost his brother because of some idiot that, you know, did what he did. But, like, there are some bands that are just like, yeah, we don't want anyone near us, like, for that reason.
Yeah. And I think this is the problem we have with authorities basically abusing their power to the point that the people have said we want to deregulate the power that our security officials have, our law enforcement officials have. You know, so that what's happened now is that people who are idiots know that, you know, that folks who are, you know, designed to be security people and police people, they can't treat you the way they used to. And that emboldens a lot of idiots to go, you know what, they're not going to bother me because they don't want to be in trouble. Like, I remember when I started in the loss prevention business at the retail stores, you could tackle people. You could do whatever you needed to do to get them from stealing your stuff.
And it takes one lawsuit that goes in favor of the idiot. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, we can't do this anymore.
Yeah, and I this is why, you know.
I bet this guy's going to sue somebody. He'll probably sue Jamie Foxx.
Which is so insane if that happened.
I wouldn't be surprised.
A dude with a gun and a knife who tackles a performer on stage. And, Steve, if that ever is a trial because of what happened to him is just unbelievable to me.
I hope I'm wrong, but would you be surprised?
No, not at all. There's a Better Call Saul dude waiting to represent this guy.
He's like, we'll make but all I'm thinking is in life, if I ever do an event, I want Jamie Foxx by my side. We all need a Jamie Foxx in our life.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean.
Not given that. Like, Jamie Foxx is a huge star, and you think he'd be like, I don't want to get involved because of security. There's security.
Yeah, there's
for a
lawsuit
reason.
waiting for him, maybe.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, you're right. For the very reason you said, man, is that, you know, somebody will see a payday, go, hey, you roughed up my client, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, some sleazy lawyer's going to be like, Jamie Foxx makes a lot of money. You might want to just sue him.
Yeah, this is, it's not going in the right direction for society to have people who don't give a crap about other people not fear something, which is authority. It's just not cool. And I, of course, blame our leaders for that because you've been such a-holes and lying to people that they've been forced to sit there and basically say, well, you know what, take the teeth out of the folks that protect us.
I'm taking Jamie Foxx out for a steak dinner after that.
Oh, heck yeah.
That much. Like,
Really? You're
whatever Chappelle wants. What do you want, Jamie? What do you want tonight?
You're a great guy. The guy just saved your life. Just a steak dinner is all he's going to get.
Well, what more do you want? Oh, it looks like one of those Pharrell hats.
What more do you want? For saving my life, a steak dinner.
That seems like a nice thing.
I'd be stoked on a steak dinner.
Like, Danny, if all of a sudden, like, let's say we're at, like, you know, we're at the roast, and some idiot decides to come at me, and Danny out of nowhere just straight up tackles the dude. I'm like, Danny, you and me, Vista Prime, whatever steak, no money's no object.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
I would just like the money. I don't want to have to sit down and have dinner with you. Do I have to do that?
No, of course you have to have dinner. We have to talk about how awesome that was that you saved my life.
See, this is why I'm not going to save your life.
I'll even get you a Bananas Foster as well.
Bananas Foster's on the deal? Oh, I'm in. Then I'm back in.
Well, you're not tackling anybody for my behalf.
You don't know what I might do.
I do know.
BJ would be in his car driving back to his house.
I got news for you.
Screaming.
I've had a change of heart. The older I get, the more I realize I've had a good life. Oh. Wouldn't it be great to go out this way, like taking a bullet for somebody?
Like a hero.
Plus, I have a good insurance policy. So, I mean, I think I might be worth more dead than I am alive.
And if it's just a flesh wound, you might get some dessert out of the deal.
Yeah. So either my family's taken care of for the rest of their life or a Bananas Foster. It seems like a really win-win for me to take a bullet.
So if somebody, let's just say something happens, one of us does something like to help, we don't know save your life, but at least to help you avoid from getting like a weird situation with a crazy person. What kind of reward do you give? I think a good dinner is a good reward.
Yeah.
I'd like the cash. Maybe an Amazon card, perhaps.
I mean, the only thing that I will say for, like, to BJ's point is he makes a lot of money. So at that point, it's like, well, maybe like a Rolex as well.
Well,
Rolex?
Jamie Foxx probably makes more than Dave Chappelle.
And let him beat me up. I'm not buying you a Rolex.
What if the guy makes more than you? You saved the guy's life. What if, in other words, you saved the dude's life. The guy saved your life, but he makes more than you?
Right.
What do you do at that point? I mean, no matter where you take him, he's going to be like, you can take whatever you can take me. It's not going to be the fanciest place that I could go to.
Yeah, he might be like, listen, I don't want any fanboying from me. Yeah, Jamie Foxx, like, I saved your life because I'm a good human being. That doesn't mean I have to have dinner with you.
I just came to see the show, pal. That's it. I want nothing to do with this.
Buy me a drink and leave me alone.
Yeah, and really, just send me the drink, okay? Don't even sit at my table. Yeah.
All right,
fair.
Danny saves you, Vicky. What are you going to do for him?
Oh, nice.
I'll make him tamales.
Oh. All right.
But that's not immediate.
No, I need it that day after the show.
I'll make him tamales.
Well, you guys are always complaining and bitching like, when are you going to bring tamales in? Or whenever we do make them, you always want them. So that's usually, what he likes. And I'd make him whatever flavor
I don't want any of you people saving my life. I want to like not have to work for the rest of my life, and I'm going to get. I saved your life. I put my fat ass on the line, and I'm going to get a freaking tamale.
I don't have that kind of dough. I'm not on net. I don't have a net worth of like 12 million or whatever it is. These days, 700,000 that you have.
You guys are all dying. I'm letting you all die.
And have you ever made tamales? The amount of man hours that go into it.
Oh my God! Have you ever taken a bullet to the taint? That's what I'm going to probably end up doing.
To the taint.
It's probably going to happen that way.
Let's be honest. I know you think that you're
what kind of weird fetish you're into, but I'm not here to kink shame.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen. I don't know where they're going to shoot me, but I hear go for the taint. It's the weak spot.
See, I'm mentally prepared that when BJ's going to go in to take the said bullet for us, he's really just going to push me in front of everyone. It's like, Vicky, you got this. That's usually what ends up happening.
Vicky, take the bullet.
It's like, you got this.
Oh, now that I know you just give me a tamale, you are a shield. You are my human shield. I am just like all those great action movies where they have that body that's just dead and takes over. You're going to be that body. Except that you're a very small shield.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still going to get hit.
So I said I'd say Vicky for some tamales.
Yeah.
I said, why can't you just say thank you and leave it at that rather than needing some kind of payment for doing it? Not everything has to come down to a financial transaction.
Oh, who's this? Mother Teresa incarnated over here? Who the hell's this texter?
I'm just thinking that you should, hey, I'll take you out to dinner as a thank you.
Oh, no, I want cash. I don't want Vicky's tamales.
You are so greedy.
I am greedy for putting my life on the line to save Tatum's father.
Yes.
Tatum would probably give me a couple of snowmen. You know what? She knows what I like. She probably would. She'd be like, get this guy something nice.
That depends on the day. Some days she doesn't seem like she wants anything to do with me. So.
Oh, she might get mad at me going, so what did you do? Okay, pal. All right, thanks. So you know what? You're not gonna live through the next one. Trying to get rid of this guy for my entire life, which has been 2 years.
If I save someone's life, or just save them from a potential crappy situation, and they offer to give me a dinner, I'd be pretty stoked.
What if it was Jamie Foxx? You saved Jamie Foxx's life, and you know the guy's got $1 skillion. You're going to just take a dinner?
So what are we getting from you then?
What are you going to get from me?
Yeah, if we save your life.
Oh, first of all, I don't want you to save my life. Don't you understand my plan? Yeah, I'd be mad at you guys if you guys saved my life. I mean, there's a lot going on. I got a wedding.
Fired.
That is
the reward. We don't have to be around him.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, there you go.
If Jamie Foxx saved my life, I just want to take him out to dinner.
Yeah.
See, you'd want to take him out to dinner. If I was Jamie Foxx and you're like, oh, this rando now, I would give you $1 million. Will that be enough, sir? Just get the hell out of my face. I don't want to have dinner with you.
We wouldn't have to go far. Like, wherever's close,
you don't even want the $1 million. You just want to sit down with Jamie and tell him how.
I feel like he'd be up for it because then we can relive what happened and like that. There's that post game. That was awesome.
Yeah,
you saved my life. The adrenaline.
Oh man, but see, would I want to give you the $1 million or have to have dinner with you?
Oh, man, we'd be FaceTiming people in his life, and I'm there to be like, it really happened. I'm the guy. I'm buying him dinner, and he's richer than me.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, okay then.
Don't get this 15-ouncer. Can't afford that. I'll go with the tomahawk.
Okay.
But maybe just a fillet, the 8-ouncer.
Jamie's like, I'll tell you what, pal. How about just a handshake, okay? I'm out of here.
Oh, man. Can I get a selfie?
Can I get a selfie?
Yeah. Okay. And then you should tackle him if he doesn't give you the selfie.
I still love that Chris Rock came out after that. He had said nothing about this Will Smith situation until right then and there, and then got the greatest one-liner.
Like a true comic. Chris Rock has handled this like a professional the entire time. And if you missed what we're talking about, Dave Chappelle got tackled by a rando last night at his show, and Jamie Foxx pretty much intervened and helped out. And this dude turned out to have a knife and a gun. He did not use it when he tackled Dave Chappelle, but still, that's an assault. And then the assaulter guy, he got beat up pretty badly that they took him to the hospital, which all I have to say is back in the day, you'd go, yeah, well, that's what you deserve, stupid. But you can't say that now, can you? Yeah, even though the guy was the bad guy. We got a man that tried to propose to his girlfriend while she was ordering food at McDonald's, and it did not end well for him.
Shocking.
We've got the audio. You're going to hear it at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. This is very, very bizarre. You got to check out this video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. This man's failed marriage proposal happens in a McDonald's in South Africa, and of course, everyone's watching this video. It is just, here's what it is, man. He was brutally rejected in the middle of McDonald's by an unnamed woman who appeared stunned by his question. He basically tried to propose to her, and she's just like, what are you doing?
Did you see the video?
I have not.
It's nuts, because she's like making the order, and he's behind her as she's making the order. So she's talking to the cashier, and he's just on his knee with the ring out, like, waiting for her to turn around. She turns around, just turns right back and looks at the employee, and it almost gives her like, what the hell is going on look. And so the employee like, yeah, we've never seen this. Nobody ever proposes at a McDonald's. It seems like an odd place to propose something.
I agree. What is he thinking about?
And I think they might be like a DoorDasher, or maybe they're buying a bunch of food for a group of people, because they have a shopping cart full of McDonald's, which I just like. If I was ever to like shoplift someone, that's the people you want to go.
Oh,
like,
they're working together, and this is what he decides to do.
Well, why not? Romance. It's not dead.
Damn, dude, it's a huge McDonald's, by the way, where they're at. I think
it's packed. Everyone's got their cell phones out. They're filming this because they're thinking, oh, this is like a touching moment.
Yeah, the crowd was like into it, but the woman was not. And in this audio, you can hear them talking, but you can't tell what is. But you can tell what is happening by the crowd's reaction.
Yeah, now they're like, oh, this is awesome. And then they start booing her, BJ. She got booed, and he finishes the order and leaves.
What the hell is wrong with people? That this is a marriage, okay? This is not for your enjoyment.
It's not a marriage. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, this is God. I don't know what I think. I'm that person. I'm done. I'm done with this world. I mean, you boo this woman for having the brain going, why are you proposing to me here?
If somebody proposed to me and they opened up like a 20-piece of chicken McNuggets and there was like a ring for me, I would be like, yes, all the yes. I don't even care if we're in a good relationship. Yes, this is the most beautiful. But I would never think of doing that to my wife. Also, she's vegan, so I'd have to we'd have to go somewhere. It has like, Burger King. They had the Impossible Burger.
I love how you're so proud of yourself that you wouldn't do something that obviously nobody would do.
Oh.
Do you think that
is he already married?
I'm just looking at the Twitter comments and stuff. Someone's like, why is this guy already wearing a wedding band?
What is happening?
Maybe things are different.
Are we being scammed? Is this somebody trying to get virals? What? I don't understand.
Or maybe he just has a ring on that finger. It's just not. It's not a wedding ring.
You don't put a ring on that finger. That's your ring finger for marriage. I mean, I'm sorry. All of this whole thing is pissing me off. The entire situation, the people, the dude. The only one I like is the woman who's like, I got to get out of here. She's the only one I'm a fan of right now.
Did you guys ever play that game with, I know it was a long time ago for you guys that you got married, but did you ever play that game with like, oh, if you proposed to me here, I would say no type of thing?
No. Oh, yes. My bad. Sporting event. If my wife said, because I remember we witnessed it one time at a Seahawks game. I joked about this before, and I still wonder whatever happened to this couple, because we were sitting back when I had season tickets, and we were at our season tickets, and we look over one section over, and you know everybody by face.
Sure.
And we've seen this couple at every game. And, we never talk to them, but you see them like you see them almost every Sunday.
Yeah.
And the guy went down and proposed, and everybody freaked out, and it was awesome, and she said yes, and they hugged. And then we never saw them again. Oh. And I always wondered, did she just say yes to avoid any kind of dramatic stuff? And then eventually, said, I can't marry you. And then that just maybe they were just like, we can't go to the games together. And I created my own little story.
Of course, yeah.
Never bothered to ask anyone, because that involves having small talk.
Yeah, you don't want to talk to people.
No. Yeah, God forbid.
That is odd, though, that they stopped showing up.
Yeah. But I remember when it happened, I looked at my wife, and then girlfriend, she's like, and we already had the conversations like some people do. Like one day we're going to get married, just whenever the time's right. And she's like, look, don't propose to me at a sporting event.
Yeah.
And then I go, well, what about sports entertainment event.
Oh, really?
It's like, if you propose to me at a wrestling event, that I will say no. I will say no. We can stay together and you can one day redeem yourself, but I am not saying yes at a WWE show. Like Monday Night Raw, do not get down on your knee.
Yeah.
Brother.
My girlfriend has been. My girlfriend was like, if you propose, because we go to emo nights every month, and there was.
Oh yeah, I've seen the pictures.
We do the pictures, and there was
you do the pictures. I never see Linda on those.
No, she's in the bar drinking. But there was a couple that got proposed because they have like microphones that they talk to the crowd, and she was like, if you propose to me at an emo night, we're done. And I was like, okay, well there you go. Not going to do that.
Did the thought ever come into your mind?
No, not at all. It was just like one of those, like, it happened in front of us, and she's like, do not propose to me there.
Oh, to go back to the ring thing, some countries, the wedding ring is worn on the right ring finger.
Oh.
So that could have just been like a ring.
All right. Well,
a ring.
Then I'll take it back I'll take it back from the guy. Then it was just a regular ring. South Africa, was that where this was?
I believe so.
So if South Africa is a country where that happens, where they wear the ring on the right, then you know what? The guy's redeemed in my eyes.
Someone said that he should just use an onion ring. Come on, Steve.
Oh.
Again, here's the proposal, the wedding, the everything is for usually it's for one of the people in your party.
You mean paying for your McDonald's order is not the right time?
It's not the right time.
Get down on one knee.
Yeah.
Not even eating it.
I know.
See, here's what I don't know, and I really don't know. For gay couples, I don't know how it works, but I know for heterosexual couples, it's usually for the woman. That's usually who the wedding and all this pomp and circumstance is for. So. You got to know that going in if you're a dude. You've just got to know if you're a hetero dude. You go in, you go, hey man, what do you love? That's what you do. You propose there, don't you?
One of my best buds, his girlfriend proposed to him, and it was awesome. She proposed to him after his match at one of our wrestling shows. Like she came into the ring, and like he's just like, what's going on? Like she got in cahoots with the promotion and all that. She grabbed the mic and cut a promo on him, which was pretty awesome. The crowd, was like, what the hell's going on? And then she asked for him to marry. She didn't pull out a ring or anything like that, but it was like, I'm on the side with a couple of the other wrestlers. I'm like, if he doesn't turn around and super kick her or something, I'm going to be very disappointed. He didn't. And I was very mad at him. I was like, you got to hit her with a move, brother. Like
that's not a you know what? I don't know what kind of world you're living in.
He's a bad guy. You got to do bad guy things in there.
Again, I think it was probably for their benefit and not for yours, supposedly.
Well, then don't get married right next to me.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
It was awesome, though. Actually, I was like, that was like a unique. And I've actually seen that before. Another buddy did propose to his girl in the ring as well, and then turned around and made fun of all the women in the crowd, saying that they're not worthy of him, only her, and they all started booing him. It was pretty awesome.
That's funny,
and that's societal evolution, because now it's like a big production. Where before it was you did it in private. I mean, or at a restaurant or something. I mean, a lot of times it happened that way. Back when I proposed to my wife,
people have been doing it in public forever.
Yeah, but I mean, whereas you do it in public, but it's still a private moment, and then the public finds out when they see it happen, and maybe some people at the restaurant, if you
hope you get like a free dessert or
but now it's got to be recorded. You have friends there. You have to have everybody set up. And my brain goes, that's not the way we were. Of course, I was so lame. I couldn't even propose to her face. I had to. I put it on. I put a rose on a pillow with the ring around it, where she could discover it.
Which cracks me up because you make fun of the way I proposed to my wife, and yours is not much better.
No, not at all. It's you know what? It takes one to know one.
At least I was present when I proposed to her.
Yeah. I think we both failed, but you were a little less of a failure than I was.
I grunted and handed her the box and said, "Here."
I did it as a surprise, but it also was because I was just a coward. But I thought, what a nice surprise if she sees a rose with the ring. Because she knew it was happening.
And not her.
Well, she knew it was happening because basically I got the ring. She gave me her grandmother's ring to basically set it up.
But you kind of just left it there and weren't even there for the
Exactly.
reaction.
I thought that would be the cool thing to do just in case she changed her mind.
You should have had like a note and said, okay, go through one door. I'll be waiting for you. Go through the other door and the car is running.
Yeah, you're right. That would have been a great idea. I needed you as my, because that would have worked for me.
I wish I could talk to this guy and just know, why did he think that was the moment? Like, what was it about the McDonald's, or was it like what impulse moment? Like, did he just say, F it, I'm doing it now? His nerves got the best of him. He's been like waiting for a good moment and he couldn't figure out one. He's just like, screw it. She's ordering nuggets. I'm going to just ask her.
Maybe she loves McDonald's. That's just like her thing.
Well, if that's their job, though, if they're DoorDash guys, then he's probably like, a lot of dudes think, man, being able to like do cool stuff at my workplace, my career, my job, whatever. I mean, that we identify that sometimes as people. Maybe he really thought this is where we spend our life, and what a wonderful time. Plus, the crowd would be he thought maybe she'd get adulation from the crowd,
maybe get a free apple pie.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I honestly, I don't think it's so much that she was upset about the proposal being at McDonald's. I think they probably got into a fight or something, and he's like, "Cool, I'll make it up here. I'm going to propose to you." She's like, "Are you kidding me? No, this is or something." I honestly think there's something else going on.
I could believe that. Maybe like he's had plans of proposing, but they had a big argument. He's like, "Screw it, it's now time."
Yeah.
It's like,
this will fix it.
Yeah, it's like, no, we're not fixing it by getting married.
The ultimate flowers, the ultimate bouquet. Here you go. Here's a ring. Oh,
Someone said I
would not-
proposed
that
at a
would
gun range.
Well, was it a shotgun wedding? Hey,
And dude, so I was just curious. So I go online and Ranker, the website that'll like put together lists, and you can upvote, downvote to figure out what in this ranking they did the worst places to propose to somebody.
Okay.
What do you think is the worst place?
I would have thought a fast food restaurant would be tough.
No,
not on the list.
Not in the top 5.
How about the toilet?
the toilet?
I mean, right in the bathroom.
Number 5.
Number 5
In the bathroom.
There we can see Danny
And-
laughed.
And as far as food
I know bad places to do things.
I like number 6, Golden Corral.
Oh, come on. The Golden Corral is an awesome place.
Well, if they don't have their lobster tails, then I can understand.
Oh, then that's why. Yeah, that's why they're number 6.
Number 10 is Twitter.
Wait, are you
Who's
proposing on Twitter? Well,
Do you do a poll? Like,
you're
will
hoping
you
somebody
marry
does a
me?
poll.
Yes or no?
I guess in a way, somebody could think, Twitter is a big place where everybody is, and you're trying to do it in front of a group of people for the show, for the attention. I guess in their brain, I could see where somebody would think it's a good idea, but it's not.
Dude, McDonald's did make the list at number 13, the McDonald's play area.
Well, see, now I think that's
I hid
crazy.
your ring in the ball pit. Let's go looking for it.
That's the only part of the McDonald's I think is romantic enough to make it happen. The ball pit.
Also on this, in the back of a cop car, came in at number 8.
What are you talking about? That is hella romantic. I was going to say via text.
Via text would be a good one. Not in the top 10.
Yeah, Twitter, I guess, is the closest we have to that.
What do you think at a wedding? Yeah. Then you're still, I mean, that's just lame. You're trying to steal somebody else's thunder. It's like, doing a video of you pretending to be drafted by the Denver Broncos during the middle of a college football draft. Russell.
Said the bitter ex-girlfriend.
Yes. Yeah. In the bathroom, number 5. Number 4, the drunk tank, whatever that is.
You mean like where you're drying out because you're trash?
Yeah. When you get arrested for public intoxication, you get arrested together.
I love you.
Yeah, why not? I mean, there's a lot of people that drink together, get married together.
The porta potty at number 3.
Why wasn't that number 1?
No, you said toilet.
Well, number 2 is the morgue. Number 1,
The morgue.
a funeral.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think the porta potty is number 1. I'm proposing at a funeral.
I'm sorry your dad died. Would you want to be my wife?
In a way, though, it's like, what is it? Vince Vaughn? Was he? No, it was Will Ferrell that was the guy that picked everybody up at the funerals.
I think number 23 is the weight room at the gym. I see you getting your pump on.
What if that's your guys' thing?
Yeah, see, I know people that's their thing.
Fam.
Number 27 is WrestleMania.
Look at Steve. Here's Steve. There's Steve on the list.
Oh, Vicky, you like this? Number 30 is karaoke.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome. Especially if it's our thing.
What song are you going to sing? What's that?
I got you, babe.
Had
Yeah.
the time of my life.
I find that to be dumb. I think that if you love karaoke like Vicky does, that would be a perfect proposal. I think.
Or like the I wanna marry you. Although that's gotten
Or
pretty.
put a ring on it, get that song.
I used to love her. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's the song.
Good one.
Marry me?
Yes.
Would you marry me? Because I have plans for you if you don't.
Number 33, I think you'll appreciate this one, BJ, since
Yeah.
you did stand up. Open mic.
Oh, yeah, no.
Hey, knock, knock.
Hey, a ring. Oh.
I've seen a lot of proposals at comic shows. Like they get in cahoots with the comic, and then they bring him up as part of the bit, and then it's like one of those. Hey,
You could do the classic joke, too. You know about the 3 rings of marriage, don't you? The engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the supper ring. Oh! Thank you. And by the way, I'd like to marry this woman in the front row.
Well,
Thank
finally
you.
at the concerts, we've had that happen before where like someone will ask, hey, can I propose at like painting in the grass? And we're always like, if we could pull it off, it's super fun. But
Sure.
I always enjoy it because I try and tune into like the crowd and hear like a lot of people are like, yeah. But then you do hear a couple people who probably are recently out of a relationship going, Don't do it. It's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She's going to cheat on you and take all your money.
Projecting much, sir?
When is Slipknot going to play?
Yesterday, Steve did get this one right.
What Nirvana song shares a name with a chemical element?
I don't know. Silver.
No, it's liver. So
I know it is. That's why I was like, I know. That's a great question.
Thank you.
Can't think of it. School.
No.
I'll come back to it. Pass.
Who was the first female to be inducted into the Rock and Roll
Lithium.
Hall of Fame? Yes.
He's got a certain kind of Tourette's over there. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. And the Rev is out for his birthday. So we have a special guest, Beat Miggs host. Oh, that worked out well for you. Beat Miggs at 847 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I'm getting my wages garnished. Can bankruptcy help with that?
Absolutely. One of the big reasons people file bankruptcy is because they have a judgment or a lawsuit against them, or their wages are getting garnished, and so they can't pay their other regular ongoing bills. People sometimes think that you can't file bankruptcy once they have a judgment against them or once a garnishment has started, and that's not true. Filing bankruptcy will immediately stop any garnishment that you have going, except for child support, and stop your creditors from continuing on with garnishments of your bank account, your wages, and in most cases will discharge that liability through the bankruptcy process. And we can file a bankruptcy case for you usually the day you come in.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.